Hello, it's Kindo, and today we're back with another Tuesday tutorial. I missed you guys. It's only been 2 months, but it feels like it's been a really long time. I missed all you guys. I've seen some of you guys on the world of Beatbox, so some of you guys know what's been going on. Let's just sum this up really quick, because today's a Tuesday tutorial, not a story time with Kindo. Maybe we'll make this into a story time with Kindo. Long story short, I got my back messed up in a really bad situation. I've been healing for the last 2 months. My health is back up to 100%. My back's up to 100%. I'm feeling good. I can move. I can stand up again. Everything's good. We're back. Let's get into this tutorial. So today's tutorial is a super requested one, and I've been dying to do this one for a long time because it's my favorite sound. Today's tutorial is the inhaled lip rolls. It feels so good to be back. I know that's like super random, but it just feels so good to be back. I can move, I can do tutorials again. This is hype. Let's go. So the reason why today is the inhaled lip rolls, one, it's my favorite lip roll. Two, I think it's a good place to start if you're trying to just start working on a ton of different types of lip rolls. I think this is like the best place to start. The reason why I don't want to throw all the tutorials, the reason why I don't want to throw all the lip rolls into one video is I feel like, first of all, it's going to be like a 50-minute video. There's a lot of explaining to do with each sound. There's a lot of variations, and the variations are a lot of descriptions to explain. And number two, kind of similar to number one, it's going to be a really big video, right, if I put them all together. So also, if I do that, I feel like I'm going to rush it because it's going to be a big video. I would much rather just take my time and do separate video lip roll variations. So one, you guys have all the variations. Two, I don't miss out on any steps. And three, if I don't miss out on any steps, it should help you guys more. But yeah, real quick before we get into the tutorial, I just want to give a big thanks to all of you guys, because seriously, you guys were so patient this whole time. This is one of the worst recoveries I ever had from my back. I've never had any type of pain like that or any type of recovery process like that. There was times I couldn't even sit up. There's times I couldn't stand, so I'd just be laying in my bed. Like, it was really rough. And I was at 11.4 something subscribers on YouTube, and I was kind of bummed because I was like, well, that's gonna go down because I can't record anything. And we're up to 11.7. So it didn't grow too much, but you guys are still here. I could not thank you guys enough. So step one, drop your jaw. That's it. No. So I know a lot of tutorials on YouTube are like, drop your jaw. And I know a lot of us are probably like trying to figure it out. I did the same thing. So that's why I tell you guys, learn zipper first, because the whole dropping the jaw thing, I'm about to hopefully make it, I hope I make it make sense. We'll see. The real step one, first learn the inhaled zipper, okay? I'm sorry if you have not learned that yet, go learn that. Doesn't have to be that high pitch, it can be lower. If it's lower, actually good. So if it's like, that's fine. Keep it there. You don't need to do, that's fine. Keep it. If it's somewhere like that and it's kind of weird and low, that's fine. Keep it there. All I want you guys to do, if you're trying to learn zipper, yes, work on the tones and stuff. Right now, we're just trying to learn lip roll. All I want you to get is a tone from an inhaled zipper. So just some type of, it might even be really high. Whatever it is, I just need you to get try to learn it from the side if you can. Some people do learn lip rolls in the middle. Shout out to my boy from Korea, Phoebe. It's just kind of rare to see them. A lot of times people pick left or right side. For me, the zippers were working more comfortably when I first learned them on the right side. My lip roll, same thing. Everything's for me is on my right side. So with this step one, yes, you want to be doing a zipper, but I don't need you guys to master a zipper yet, okay? If you master zippers, it doesn't mean you can lip roll, I promise you. Reason being is because the whole dropping the jaw thing, okay? They're the same technique, except one is here and one is literally dropping the jaw, okay? So you really need to work on those zippers first to get the concept, okay? But it's not gonna make you learn the lip roll. So for now, I don't need you guys to get the highest zipper, and I don't need you guys to get all the tones, and I don't need that yet. I just need you guys, if we're trying to learn lip rolls right now, I just need some type of tone coming from the side, and even if it's lower than that, and you're like, that's perfect, because we're trying to go low right now, so you don't need it you don't need it up there, okay? Step one, learn the zipper, just try to get a tone from the side for now. Step two, we're going to be inhaling it more, okay? So right now, we're kind of like, cool, we got it. Try to actually, and take a nice breath in on that zipper for me. Sorry, I took a big breath, but try to, see what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to aim for the best zipper. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to get a tone and breathe in nice. So breathe out, take a nice breath in, and Cool. Okay. That's step 2. Really work on this inhale because lip rolls take the most air, in my opinion, out of any technique I've ever worked. Step 3. This is where the dropping the jaw thing comes into play, but let me break this down a bit. When I first learned zippers and when I first learned lip rolls, when I heard drop the jaw, I wasn't just like, oh, like it doesn't happen like that, okay? It's a process. Lip rolls, in my opinion, are similar to like throat bass. Kind of like what I've said in the past tutorials before, throat bass, inward bass. We don't just start off like, we don't start off like, we don't start off there. It starts off here and we got to develop it, you know, because we've never talked like that our whole lives. Same kind of concept here with this. When you speak, you've never had to make that face. So the dropping of the jaw, the muscles, all the tightness that you're gonna have to learn to loosen, it develops. So when they tell you to drop the jaw, I don't like that because I was not like, oh, let me drop my jaw. Oh, like no, that took so much time to figure that out. You know what I mean? Like I hate that people are just like, just drop the jaw. There you go, lip roll, bye. Like, no, we're not done. Like what? With dropping the jaw, what I want you to aim for when dropping the jaw, hit your zipper. I don't know why I said zipper like that. Hit your zipper. Why'd I say it like that? That was really weird. But anyway, anyways, hit your zipper and now this is a weird type of concept, I guess. But imagine you hit that zipper, right? Bam, your lips are stuck. So imagine there's like super glue and you. All you can do is zipper now. So imagine your lips are just stuck in that position. Hit it. And you want to just try to aim for a lower zipper. We're not lip rolling yet because like I told you guys, it doesn't happen like that. So we're trying to drop your jaw. So imagine, remember, your lips are stuck. Okay, your lips are stuck. They're super glued. But imagine trying to go ah while you're doing it. So you hear how that got lower? And you kind of see how my face, how the jaw drops, as everyone says. That's what they mean by drop the jaw, okay? So this is a process. Like I said, this for me took me 4 months to even get just to even get a little bit of like a something, okay? Not even able to like nothing of that yet. I was just able to, I was like, oh, I kind of got it. So it's a process, okay? You really have to work the jaw. All these jaw muscles are really tight right now because you've never in your whole life you've never had to make that face. So it's kind of like throat bass and inward bass, like I said before. It's a process. You have to develop it, and kind of like the gym. You know how in the gym you don't start off lifting the most weights. You know what I mean? You got to start, and then you lift more, and then you lift more, and then you're stronger, and then you can. Same thing here. You're gonna have to work out your jaw, and work it out, and then those muscles are gonna develop, and then it's gonna get lower, and those muscles. You see what I'm saying? It's a process. Okay. Okay, to get it that low, I will be honest with you guys, it's not gonna happen like that. When I first learned lip rolls, they kind of were like almost, it's gonna sound silly, but they almost were like splatty and kind of farty. So when I was able to actually like hit a lip roll, it was like high pitch. It wasn't the napalm like, it was not that. That takes a lot of time, you gotta develop it, okay? So just saying, when you guys first start learning these, you're probably not gonna like, it's probably not going to be like that. It's just I've developed my jaw so much, it's kind of hard to go back and make my jaw all tight again. You know what I mean? I literally like work the zipper. See what I'm saying? Like that's right where the note, it's that splatty, it had that very splatty, higher pitched tone. If that's where you start off, hey, that's okay. When you're learning a sound, that's another thing, guys. I just want to put this out there. A lot of people think the sound has to sound just like that person's tutorial. We're all different people. So if you can get the concept of a egg, you got it, and now you can work it, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much like the challenging part of the lip roll. It's really not getting it. It's the patience you have to have behind it of developing it and waiting and working and waiting, and that's the process, I think, and that's the biggest challenge. You know what I mean? I think that's the hardest spot because learning it isn't the hardest thing. You have to learn a zipper and just try to work it lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. It's just going to take time. And eventually that zipper, that lower zipper just turns into this inhaled lip roll. Like if you watch and I just keep going lower and drop my jaw more and more. But imagine, like I said, your lips are super glued. So See how my lips are in the same exact spot. Nothing shifted, you know, and everything was still in the same spot. Just all of the jaw started dropping. But yeah, guys, that's the inhaled lip roll. It's just the patience level of getting it, okay? So let's say let's say you guys go work on it. Now you come back to this tutorial, and now you need to work on some new stuff. You got the lip, let's say you're getting it, and now you need some new stuff with this inhaled lip roll. Let me give you guys 3 kind of variations that I tend to use a ton. So you have it at this point, you can kind of, okay? Now imagine in that position where you feel that flappy lip. Now that's where your lips are super glued, okay? And the same concept like the zipper, how we're gonna tighten up. You can see everything, right? Everything goes and tightens, okay, rather than on drops, okay? But you can do the other way, same thing. Again, kind of a process. You have to loosen those muscles even more, okay? So another thing you guys can try tone-wise is saying E's and O's inhaled. So obviously we're breathing in, right? Yes, we're in this position, but imagine your breath is going, you can, okay? And it kind of will raise your jaw a little bit too, because you're literally going, so keep your lips, like I said, super glued in that spot. But if I want to go to O, you'll literally hear it go, so, okay? Obviously you can hear it lowers the tone. You get a whole different tone with the O versus E. Versus, right? So you can mess with it and get a different, this is what I do a ton. This is part of my style. I use a lot of these lip rolls in the tones. Number 2, another thing I do with my style a ton, drags. So I'm going to teach you guys the and the very similar to the inward drag tutorial. I'm not trying to plug myself again, but if you haven't seen the tutorial, go check it. Very similar to the inward drag tutorial though. Remember how we're doing the ba-ha-fa, ta-ha-fa thing, that thing, and we put our tongue on the top? Same concept, but obviously your lips are kind of in the way, so you don't have to keep the tongue on the top, okay? You're almost going to use the tongue as like a ta. So what I mean is this, you can breathe in, inhale your lip roll, and if you, as you're inhaling, go like ta, 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 so ta, 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 you'll get your note value. So whichever pitch it is, whatever it's at, if you go ta, 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 ta behind it, inhaling, ta, 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 now you can get notes, okay? So kind of like the inward drags, like I said, how, we're doing the tas now. So how before we went B, ha, fa, so now it becomes B, ha, ta, so. And yes, on the ha outward, your lip's gonna kind of feel a little weird and push out, so. It's gonna look a little weird and might even feel a little weird at first, okay? The same thing as, but it's just B, ha, ta, ha, ta. There's the first one. Now the second one. This one is very similar to the first one. We're just adding a little extra step. So you know how we're going B, ha, ta, ha, ta? We're just putting something in between them now. So B, ha, ta, F, ha, ta, ha, ta. You get the point. They're really similar, it's just this one's 6 and this one's 9. So if you would count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just really quick. And this one is literally what I just did really quick, but you're just adding all 3. So B, ha, ta, F, ha, ta, ha, ta. So rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, just really quick. And but yeah, thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope this tutorial helped you guys. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you guys for all the love, support, and patience. It really means the world to me. I'm back though. I'm feeling great. We're back on the grind. 2 or more videos for you guys every single week. I'm hyped. Super glad to be back, and yeah, let's keep killing this. I'll see you guys on the next one.